What's up, guys? It's your boy Chabon Stunner, bringing you another exciting domination gameplay from the new Black Ops 2. In this video, I'm gonna talk about real friends. That's the topic of this video, and I picked it out as a random topic because it was just really on my mind, and that's all I like to speak to you guys is my mind. So let's talk about real friends for a second. Most everybody has people that they are friendly with, and then they also have those folks that they consider associates. Then they have those folks that they're play friends with. Then they have those people that they're work friends with. You know what I mean? Then you have those folks you've been down with, from the beginning, folks that you consider, family, yeah, for lack of a better term. And what I want to talk about in this video is how that last one that I mentioned, the ones that you would call family, the friends that you're down with through thick and thin, how those folks are becoming extinct. It's getting tougher and tougher to find real friends. I tell you what, I have more in common with a lot of the folks that I roll with on YouTube than I do with people that I see on a day-to-day basis, and that's just the fact of the matter. It is what it is. Nothing wrong with that. That's just kind of showing you that the way the world is going. People don't really like to talk anymore. They just want to text. Even my best friend, and he knows I'm a talker. I'm not one of them kind of folks that I like to get on the phone and be like, hey, what up? If I call you, I got something I got to talk to you about. Say, hey, check it out. This is what we need to do, or this is what I want, or can you meet me here? Whatever the case may be. I don't like to text all that kind of shit because it ends up being like 30 text messages, and most of the time I'm driving or either busy, and I don't want to text you, hey, what are you doing? You text me, nothing. What's up with you? And that might be two different text messages. And I say, nothing. Do you want to go grab something to eat later or ride out or whatever the case may be? And then you say whatever. Then I say, okay, cool. Then you say K or okay. And if you're a dude, pause. Don't use K. Say okay or all right. But anyway, you get into all them text messages, and it's just not for me. I don't like doing all that kind of stuff because it just takes way longer than just picking up a phone and just saying he thought he was finna do something. Psych. It takes way longer, and yes, before anybody makes or says anything, I am camping this spot out, holding it down strategically, whatever you want to call it. But I am camping this particular video. Anyway. Back to friends. So, the way the world has gone now, it's just kind of screwy. I mean, people just don't have any kind of real relationships anymore, and that's kind of sad. I don't think that, you got to be besties with everybody, but that's an old school term, besties. But you do want to be friendly with whoever you're going to be friendly with. Have your friends, have your associates, and all that kind of stuff. And now it's just like everybody and their mama it's just an associate world we live in, or we're not going to talk at all. I don't know. And it's just getting rougher and rougher to find real friends and good friends. They are hard to find. I've got a couple of friends that I really hold it down with, and I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, if you like, I'll make a series of videos talking about myself, but I'm a tough person to be a friend with because I'm very demanding, I'm very driven, and I just, I ain't gonna say I want perfection, but I want the best all the time. I want the best out of the people I'm around, and I want the best for myself. So it's tough to be friends with somebody like that. I'm like that moral authority type guy that's gonna be like, hey, you shouldn't be drinking and driving. You shouldn't be smoking that reefer. Real talk. And that's one of the things that bugs me. I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna go on a little bit around. Oh, no, he was camping better than I was. Touche. I'm going a little bit of a rant here because nothing frustrates me more than if you have a southern accent and people think that if you have a southern accent and you're black, people think, oh, automatically you're some sort of weed head, or you're some sort of dope dealer, or you're some sort of whatever. That frustrates me, and that's a sad state that the world is in because people only know what they see on TV. Those are the only influences that they know, and that's just not the case. I have 2 college degrees personally, and I'm a pretty successful guy in my day-to-day life, but you guys would you wouldn't know that by talking to me unless you had a conversation with me. You wouldn't necessarily know that by my YouTube videos, if that makes sense. That's not the best indicator of who somebody is. And the first thing you always hear is that somebody's a weed head, or they stealing stuff because they got a lot of nice things. Not true. Not true. People, yes, black people in the South do make a living, and they do work, and they are educated, even though their dialect may tell you otherwise. That is not the case. So that's a notion that I want to debunk with this particular channel. But back on the topics, let me know what you guys think about friends, or let me know if you think that it's getting harder and harder to find friends, aka people you can trust, aka people that will hold it down with you. I think so. And that's I remember back in the day, I'll say this, back in the day we didn't have this internet and stuff like that, and I'm not really telling my age 'cause I'm not that old, but we didn't have internet and stuff like that. So we would get everybody together, and I told this on another video, in the house, and we would all get together and we would play like Super Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat 2, and we would just line up. We had a Sega, and we had a what else was that damn thing at the time? I guess it was Sega and a Nintendo, Super Nintendo. But we would line everybody up. We would play the games, and when you lost, you just rotated to the back and you played. And that was our online game. And I mean, that's how that was what you had, and you did the best with what you had. And it was a cool setup, I mean, for what it was. But you had personal relationships with people. You couldn't call them the N-word. You couldn't call them fat. You couldn't be mean and nasty to them unless you wanted to fight, or you won't get the shit knocked out of you or something. I mean, you had to watch your mouth. And I respect that. That was a simpler time, and that's how it should be. I mean, now, my last point about friends is now on the internet, people feel like they can say or do whatever with no consequences, and it's really quite sad. And they do ignorant things, and they ultimately make playing games online not that enjoyable for people. And there's just so much hate, and it's sad, that there's just so much hate in the world that people have to fuck with other people about, if they're gay, if they're straight, or whatever the case may be. Who gives a shit, let you do you, and let me do me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any of them close friends that I was talking about in this video, the ones that you just gonna hold it down with. I'd love to know. And also let me know what you think about the quality of the commentary on the videos. I'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, but for now, I'm just talking to you straight off the dome. That's all I got for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. More domination videos to come, because again, this is your domination station. All domination, all the time. It's your boy Itchy. I'm out. Peace.